Hey guys, this is Nestor and thank you for joining me on this video. I wanted to share this golden nugget that I got from the Think and Grow Rich mindset calls every morning from Monday through Friday that I do suggest you guys start listening to. They are neutral in nature, so it's a safe place to go. You can send your team to it because there's no mentioning of any kind of company or opportunity or guru at all. I mean, it's a totally neutral call. But today was a very important call because they had this gentleman, and his name is Greg Raid, and he's the author of the 3 Feet from Gold. He is basically the new Napoleon Hill. Well, that's what most people are calling him because he's actually working with the Association of the Napoleon Hill, and he's doing the same thing he did, but today he's visiting the today's new successful people in all types of situations, not just money. But he was talking about what he's learning. He's talking about his experience of that he's been getting. But the one thing that kind of stuck into my mind and it was very powerful, I actually posted something on Facebook on my fan page. So if you're on my fan page, just probably scroll down a couple of posts and you'll see it. But he kind of says that when people are seeking for help, there's two types of help, right? And people who are failing in life, they seek help and they listen to opinions, okay? And the people who are actually succeeding in life are seeking counsel. Very, very different stuff. I mean, very different stuff. And the way he puts it is, I was just amazed and blown away by how he does this. I mean, how he told this. So he goes on saying how an opinion is basically an opinion, right? It's not based on facts. It's not based on experience. It's just an opinion, and that's why they call it this, right? But when you are seeking counsel is actually based on experience. It's based on somebody's person, actually living it, and it's based on facts, not just opinion. So, for instance, if he kind of mentions this, and I'm just gonna repeat it, but he mentions how if I was gonna go and write a book, and I told my friend, hey friend, who has never written a book in his life, I told him, hey, I'm thinking about writing a book. I'm very excited. I'm thinking about writing a book. Most likely, this friend is gonna tell me, you know what? Oh man, that's hard. You don't want to go that route. But it's just he's basically telling me his opinion, and it's not based on any kind of facts, any kind of experience. It's just based on what he thinks might happen, which is not true. I mean, it might happen, it might not happen. We don't know, but it most likely is not gonna happen that way, right? So if I go to a person who's written a book, a professional author, and I tell him the same question, hey author, I'm thinking about writing a book. Most likely he's gonna be like, great, but let me tell you something about writing a book. And then he'll continue on to give me the facts and figures and his experience on writing a book. So then the difference why this is counsel is because he's giving me his experience. He actually went through the whole writing a book, and because he's a professional, writer, he knows what he's talking about. So it's not an opinion; it's actually facts. He's not just giving me what he thinks might happen. He's actually giving me and telling me what happened to him or her. So very, very different things. So I do suggest you start seeking counsel from now on instead of seeking opinions. And sometimes when you go out there and you ask somebody, make sure you ask him a little bit. Well, where's that coming from? Why are you saying that? Kind of listen to what they're saying. If they're saying, oh, well, I tried to write a book, a couple of years ago, and it was very difficult. I actually contacted a bunch of, publishing company. I mean, if they're saying something like that, might not be as an opinion as much, but I do suggest you kind of start getting counsel from people, people who actually started living it. Okay, and I do also encourage you to go and start listening to these mindset calls, to these Think and Grow Rich calls. They're gonna change your life. I mean, they're changing my life already. And this, I'm talking about this from experience. I mean, they're actually changing my life. I'm actually learning so much from this. My self-confidence is just boosting up. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, these videos that I'm doing now, I feel so comfortable doing them because of all these mindset calls, of all the books that I've been reading. And I just kind of wanted to tell you that you know, these mindset calls might and will probably, you know, change your life if you actually listen to them and start implementing some of the tactics that they give you. But thank you for joining me on this video. It went a little longer than I thought, like always, but that's because I'm just so darn, you know, motivated and energetic when it comes to this stuff and this subject. I will invite you to go ahead and share this with anybody you want. I like it. Comment on these videos. I mean, I always listen to the comments. I'm always actually seeing the comments, and I do encourage you to do that. So thank you for joining me on this video, and this is Nestor signing off. I'll catch you on the next video.